Hello, we are doing Algebra 2, Chapter 3.4 using the quadratic formula. So we can solve the quadratic equation by factoring using square root method or making it a perfect square, but sometimes which may not work then quadratic formula will always work. So let's try that. So this is the quadratic formula we may use, and with this is a standard equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Standard quadratic equation. We get the values of a, b, and c, and this will be the quadratic formula which will give us the value of x. So let's do some problems, then it will be more clear. Now, we have to solve this using the quadratic formula. So first, let's bring everything on the left side or write it in a standard form like this: ax square plus bx plus c, like this. So this will give us -7 the plus 6 is equal to 0. Now, value of a is 4, b is -7, and c is 6. So value of w is the variable here in place of x, and it is -7 plus minus b square. So b square is -7. This minus 4 ac is equal to 2 times 4. Okay. So this gives us negative times -7 is 7 plus minus this gives 49 minus 96. So this gives 96, and 2 times 4 is 8. Okay. So let's solve this. This will give us 7 plus minus this is -47 over 8. So we know square root of -47 is square root of -1 times square root of 47. So this gives I and square root of 47. Okay, so this will be 7 plus minus I root 47 by 8. So this always appears whenever we have I or complex number, they are always in pairs. Okay, so it will be two values, one will be plus and one will be minus in between. Okay, so this is our solution. So in this quadratic formula, this is b square minus 4ac actually decides whether will have no solution, two solutions, or one solution. So when it is greater than 0, it means there will be no I, it is all real. So we will have two solutions. Like this, it will cut the excess 2. So it will have two solutions because this will be positive. There will be no I. Okay. So it will have two solutions when this discriminant is greater than 0. When it is equal to 0, So we know that the solution will be just minus b over 2a. Means there will be no plus and minus. So it will be just one solution like this. Okay. So there is no plus and minus, no two solutions, just one solution. Okay. And when it is less than 0, okay. So less than 0 basically means like this, what we had here. It was less than 0. Okay. B square minus 4ac here was uh, negative 47. So it was less than 0. Okay. So when it is less than 0, then it will be, it will have two imaginary solutions and the graph will never cut x-axis. It will be like this. Okay. There will be then I in the solution like previous one. So it will be two imaginary solutions. So we see that this discriminant, it decides whether we will have two solutions, one solution, or two imaginary solutions. So let's do some problems now. Now in this question, we have to find the discriminant and we have to see whether it has one solution, two solutions, or no solution. So we see that B is, so discriminant is B square minus 4AC. Okay. So we see that B is 12. So 12 square minus 4, A is 1, and this is 36. So this is equal to 144 minus 36 times 4. Okay. So that is, so this is equal to 0. So when it is equal to 0 means we have one real solution. So we'll use the quadratic function now. We know that it has one real solution because b square minus 4ac is 0. So now as we put the values, we see that it is minus 12 plus 0, which we calculated here by 2. So it is minus 6. So minus 6 is the one solution. So this we found out discriminant, its value was 0. That means we have one real solution and we use quadratic formula and we got this. Now let's do more problems. Now this is the question given to us and we have to find a determinant and see how many solutions it has. So b square minus 4ac. Same way as we did here in the earlier question. So this we got x is equal to 1. So this is b is minus 1 square minus 4, a is 1 and c is 6. Okay, so we get here is 1 minus 24 means minus 23. So it is less than 0. It means it will have two imaginary solutions. So let's put this in the formula minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So this will give us minus b will give us negative 23 plus minus, sorry. So this gives us minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this, when we put b is equal to negative 1 and b square minus 4ac, we calculated here negative 23. So this will be, now we know negative, this we can write it as over root 23. So this gives I over, so this gives 1 plus minus I. Okay, so this is our solution. We had two imaginary solutions. Let's do some more problems now. So this is like ax square plus bx plus c is given, and we have to find the value of a and c such that it gives two imaginary solutions. So we know when we have to have two imaginary solutions, b square minus 4ac should be less than 0. So b here is 64. So 4 square is 16 minus 4ac should be less than 0. So this will give 4 minus ac should be less than 0. So minus ac should be less than negative 4, or a and c should be greater than 4. So we see that AC should be greater than 4. So if A is 1, we can put C as 5. We can have multiple solutions, anything where AC should be greater than 4. Okay, so we can say A is 1 and C is 5. So we can get this equation. Okay, 4 was already given and C is 5. So now if we find B square minus 4AC, we see that this will be 16 and this will be 4 times 5. So it will be 16 minus 20. So it is negative 4, which is less than 0. So we will have two imaginary solutions. So this is one of the equations. There may be many equations which will give this, but this is one of the equations which will give two imaginary solution. Given b is 4. Okay, let's do one more problem. So this is the equation given, and we have to find the value of a and c such that it gives two real solution. So b here is equal to 6, and we know if it has two real solutions, means b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. So this will be 6 square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. So this is 36 minus 4ac is greater than 0. So 4 we will factor out. So AC should be less than 9, because 4 we factored out. So it was 9 minus 4AC is greater than 0, and a negative AC is greater than negative 9. So when we multiply by negative, we know that if we multiply by negative, the sign reverses. So AC should be less than 9. So A, we can keep it as 1, and B, we can keep it as 4. Sorry, C, we can keep it as 4. So our equation would be x square, a we have put 1, 6x plus 4. Now if we find b square minus 4ac, and that would be equal to 36 minus 4 times 4 is 16. So 36 minus 16, which is 20, which is greater than 0. So we will have two solutions. So there can be many solutions to this equation, x square, or to this question. We can have multiple values of a and c. They should be just less than 9. Okay. So this equation is one of the equations which will give two real solutions. So in question 41, they have the solutions are given and we have to write the equation. So let's solve that. So first we'll multiply by negative 10 both sides. So it will give negative 10x, negative 8 plus minus square root of 1, uh, square root of negative 176. Okay. Now we'll take the 8, we'll bring 8 here. So this will become negative 10x plus 8 plus minus square. Like we'll keep the square root sign on one side and rest on the other side. So it is easier for us to square and simplify. Okay. Now we'll square both the sides. So this will give negative 10x plus 8, and this will give us plus minus negative 176 square. Okay. So if we square this, both the sides, or we do it. So squaring just gives us negative 176. Now we'll use a plus b square formula here, where this gives a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this will give us negative 10 square x square plus 8 square and negative 2 times 8 times 10x, and this is negative 176. So this gives us 10x means 100x square plus 64 minus 160x is equal to negative 176. Okay, so this will give us 100x square minus 160x plus 64 plus 176 is equal to 0. Okay, so we will get this 100x square minus 160x plus this will give us 240. Okay, now simplifying this will give us, dividing everything by 20. So if we factor 20 out, this gives 5x square minus 8x plus 12, and this is equal to 0. Okay, so this equation has the two imaginary solution which were given here. Actually, a solution will be this because we want it in this form, which is minus 8 plus minus square root of 176 minus over minus 10. Okay, so we want the A to be negative and C also to be negative. So though these means the same thing, but our solution will be this minus 5x squared, not this one, this. Okay. So we see that if we multiply the equation by negative 5 and we put A is negative 5, B is 8 and C is negative 12, with this equation we will get this values like negative 8 and this 64 minus negative 240, and we will have the solution or the x which is given over here. Okay, let's do one more problem. So in the question 60, area is of a triangle is given as 8 feet square, and using the quadratic equations, we have to find the value of x. So we know that area of triangle is half base times perpendicular height. And we see that there is a perpendicular sign here. So this is a perpendicular. So this 3x minus 7 is perpendicular height h, and x plus 1 is base. Okay, so and area is 8. So we'll put 8 is equal to half x plus 1, and height is 3x minus 7. Okay, so now let's try to simplify this. So this gives 16 is equal to, now we will use FOIL method. So x times 3x minus 7 plus 1, 3x minus 7. So this gives 16 is equal to 3x square minus 7x plus 3x minus 7. So on simplifying, this gives us 3x square minus 4x minus 7 minus 16. Okay, so this gives us 0 is equal to 3x square minus 4x minus 23. So now we can use the quadratic formula. So A is 3, B is negative 4, and C is negative 23. Okay, so this gives us negative, we'll use the formula x is equal to negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So this gives negative 4 plus minus negative 4 square negative 4ac. So this gives b4 plus minus, if we simplify this, we will get 292, square root of 292, and this gives 6. Okay, so we will have a positive and negative solution if we solve this. So x is given by 4 minus square root of 292 by 6 and 4 plus square root of 292 by 6. This also gives us, like if we simplify, this will give us 4 2 root 73 by 6. Okay. So if we find this values, this one will give us, this will give us negative 2.18. Okay. And another positive here would give us approximately 3.51. So we see that this will not work because x cannot be negative, length cannot be negative. So our answer would be 3.51 because length cannot be negative. So this is our answer. This is the value of x. Okay, because if we put negative 2.18 here, this will give us, if we put negative 2.18 minus plus 1, this base would be negative, which is not possible. So this will be our answer for x. So please do all the problems from the exercise and please let me know if you need help and continue practicing. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.